So I'm gonna unlock the YouTube. Let's see here. Edit. All right, YouTube is up. So again, teams are scrolling at the bottom of your screen here. And anybody looking to jump in, all right, you get 10% off 3 teams or more. So one person could pretty much get us to standby tonight. All right. 6 boxes of Optic Hobby. 2 of these TriStar autograph footballs. All right. And again, I gave you kind of a hint at what to look for. All right. I'll swing it by the other side of the box here. So we got the current star for the case already. So that kind of eliminates the likelihood of some of these names coming out, unless, of course, they're not organized correctly. So Hall of Famers, we should expect 1. Football favorites, we should expect 1. Jim Brown, Earl Campbell, Dick Butkus, Brian Dawkins, Mike Ditka, Tony Dorsett, Joe Green, Barry Sanders, Deion Sanders, Lawrence Taylor, Robert Griffin, Desmond Howard, Bo Jackson, Peyton Manning, Jim McMahon, Hines Ward, Ricky Williams, Johnny Manziel. Those are some of the names that you can expect to be possible in that part of the break. And there's others. There's ones that don't have their designation on the box there. I would estimate probably the checklist is about 75 to 80 deep, and you're talking about 30 names that were written on the box, 20 of which we just went over. All right, Guy is ready, so here we go. Pick me 2 numbers from 1 to 5. 2 numbers from 1 to 5. And again, that $10,000 challenge, that is a year-long thing. We've done smaller challenges. The other day we gave away $250 in break credit, divided amongst 3 people. I like to pay it forward. If I have an aggressive goal and I hit it, all right, that passes it down to you guys. As long as I make enough to feed the girls and keep the lights on and pay the dance instructor, then we're good. 3 and 4. So we'll take 5, put it aside. 1 and 2. For now, you're through. And here we go. Our first look at 2019 Leaf Best of Football. Item number 1. And actually, I was talking about that night the other night where we gave away $250 in break credit. This is part of a result of that, isn't it? Guy was one of the 3 winners, so now he's getting 2 boxes. 9 out of 25. Mecole Hardman is your Leaf Best of Football card. All right, they're just fun to look at. Good fun acetate cards. And we've actually seen this card before. We pulled one of these. This one is numbered 67 out of 99 and has a 10 autograph. Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju Smith-Schuster. Gem Mint 9.5. 10 on the centering, 9 on the surface, and edges and corners are 9.5. And of course a 10 on the auto. So Juju Smith-Schuster is your first hit. And for box number 2 here, we got Jarrett Stidham, and that looks to be a base, no serial numbers. And this is 2016. It's not always an auto. Sometimes it's a nice graded vintage card. So we've gotten like key rookies, key second year cards, usually PSA graded on those. So it's a premium card, so it's not necessarily an autograph or anything like that. Andrew Luck, 16 out of 25, 10 on the auto, corners an 8.5, centering and edges a 9, surfaces a 9.5. This is probably what I would consider one of the lower end pieces that you'll see in one of these. So yeah, we're doing a couple personals here. So thank you, Guy. I didn't know if you wanted to try any more. I'll give you that opportunity, and if not, I'll open up to anybody else. One of these is currently being reserved. The other 2 would be available. They're $179 a box, ripped and shipped, for Leaf Best of Football. Hey, there's the one that's holding. $179 ripped and shipped. So I didn't grab a snapshot of the sell sheet to post up here, but you'll do the other 2? Okay. And then Cole, I did save one for you. So if you want to do that here as well. You got it. All right. So we are sold out of Leaf Best of Football. That's how quickly it happens. So I'll just let me know when you guys are ready. I'll leave it up to Guy. Guy, do you want it? You said you'll take the last 2 before he confirmed taking it. This is like press your luck here, all right? You pick the first 2. That's what came out. How are you feeling? Do you want to play, or do you want to pass and let Cole pick his box? Let's make it fun. No whammies. No whammies. Did you ever show Daddy the complete spin? No. So yeah, for Optic Football, we get 3 people in that grab 3 teams and take advantage of our 10% off 3 teams or more deal. Then we'll have a break. We'll have break number 2 on day 1. All right, Cole, pick me a number, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. He passed the spin to you. These Chinese noodles, want these? So Cole Hearn, you are up, and then Guy will get the last 2. So Cole is going with box number 3. So Of course, Andrew Luck sold a case. Come on, a BGS 9 Andrew Luck. You know that anything else that's gonna come out is gonna be better than that, right? I would hope traditionally. That's kind of borderline for like the worst thing we've ever pulled out of Leaf Best of Football, isn't it? I'll give the benefit of the doubt. This could have been constructed before um, Andrew Luck retired. We don't know. So David Montgomery, he could have started buying this stuff at the National for all we know. You know what I'm saying? I like it. This is a cool one. So Yakov, this is what I was talking about. They're not always autographed, but this is cool. 1966 Philadelphia. Becky, don't touch that. 1966 Philadelphia. PSA 5 Gale Sayers. I love you too, Becky. Just stop being crazy and breaking things all day. So, real sharp on the corners and edges for the age of the card. It's just a little, well, the one edge isn't so great, but it looks like the centering is a little less to be desirable. It might have even gotten a higher grade OC, but I always say, you know what? Unless it's so bad and everything else is so good, it's not worth it to do that.
No.
So 1966 Philadelphia Gale Sayers.
Now it's in the house.
All right, Guy, you ready?
You don't have any left in your
Here's your two. Let's see how we're going to do.
Who did that do? In the bathroom. How did you reach it? Where's the phone?
17 out of 35, DK Metcalf. Oh, I like this. This isn't bad.
You don't look at it right now. Because I'm very mad. You were never allowed to use that by yourself.
2018, so it's newer. And it's in the new SGC slab. So now the slab looks like it's got a little bit of a pressure crack on it, but it's not terrible. But the card itself is a 10. So Josh Allen, that's the only thing I kind of noticed there. I don't know if that's a big deal.
Put it in this bathroom down
57
here.
out of 99.
No, in the bathroom.
So you got Josh Allen, and that is graded a 10, pristine. I like it. I don't know why they don't put it in the sleeve, though. So Josh Allen to 99, pristine. Turn of the century. And then the other box. And that could be an even better hit if the Bills make some progress in the playoffs.
Is practice at 6:30 or 7:30?
I don't know. I got double checks. It's supposed to be 6:30. Unless they make a change.
When is practice? Tomorrow for Lexi.
All right, so we got Darrell Henderson. Looks like another base rookie. I think you're gonna like this one too, Guy. I think you're gonna be glad that you went for the other two. We got a 10 auto, and this is 2014 National Treasures, number 2 of 3. This is even before he retired. 10 on the auto, 9.5. This is using the no sub system. which I guess is better for National Treasures cards. I don't know, but this one is in really awesome shape. I don't know if it's worth it to get it cracked to redo it and get subs, but gem mint's gem mint. 2 out of 3, Peyton Manning. All right, so we're not even 24 hours into the new year. We pulled some great stuff. Last night we had a full-size Jerry Rice helmet upsize ticket in one of the mini helmets that we opened up. The jersey was a Dwayne Haskins. We had a Kyler Murray auto to 25 out of Phoenix, and a Prism Easton stick out of 49. That's the Purple Power or whatever they call it. All right. So here's the deal. I want to pull some more nice stuff. I want to have a big to do about day one of 2020 at Marc-Down Entertainment. So let's do this. 6 boxes of Optic Hobby. They are right here, raring to go. And 2 of those TriStar footballs. Cardinals are 120. Ravens are 85. Bills are 50. Broncos are 95. Lions are 45. Eagles are 45. Rams are 50. The Buccaneers are 28. The Redskins are 95. The Panthers are 75. Bears are 60. Bengals are 22. Texans are 35. The Colts are 55. The Vikings are 50. Raiders are 75. So that right there is what we have available. Our top 5 bang for the buck teams. These are the teams that I would personally recommend right now. Broncos, like the Eagles. I like the Colts, the Raiders, and I don't know, probably a few teams that we could probably give that number 5 spot to. Bears would be nice, and even the Bengals if you're looking for a cheapie, especially for a 3-team combo. We sold out of the Optic boxes that we had for personals yesterday. We only had the collector's edition available. Football jerseys and mini. I'm all out of football. I don't think I have a box of football left. So we got to bring some more stuff in. And Michael Kelly's going to grab the Bengals. So now we are 3 away. That means 1 person can get this thing to stand by. 3 teams away from sounding the horn and getting everybody ready to go. We need 8 teams total in order to run this. So 1 person grabbing a trio of teams. Not only would that save you 10% off the listed price here, but you'd be likely to send this thing to break tonight. Once we say stand by, that's usually a good indicator of where we're at. So Bengals are gone. And we got a basketball breakup. All right, we're doing the same thing we did last time. You know, we're trying to get the momentum back for basketball. I know we don't get a lot of the product, but what we do get, you know, we're trying to get out there. So it is a 7-box random team break. All right, it's $55 for 1 team, or you can get 2 teams for $99.
What?
And the breakdown on the boxes is as follows.
Hold on a minute.
Where the heck is this thing? Come on. There we go. So we got a box of 2019-20 certified, 2019-20 hoops, 1920 origins, 1920 absolute memorabilia, and then 3 boxes of 1819 contenders optic. So that's an assortment of 4 different products from this year's basketball line. All right, and a lot of the latest stuff. And then 3 boxes of last year's contenders optic, looking for Luka and Trae Young. Did a lot of Kyler Murray's come out in the first half. So this was the breakdown on the first half. I got stuck with them, so those were all misses. There was 2 rated rookies, and then there was a 1 hollow. So as we've seen the way these boxes get cut, it would not surprise me if there were a stronger possibility that Kyler Murray could show up with either a color parallel or an autograph. I would probably, if I were a betting person, between color parallel, autograph, and not a damn card, I'd probably put my money on color parallel. But a one of one on January 1 would be awesome. I'll tell you what, if Optic runs tonight, all right, if Optic runs tonight and we pull a 1 of 1 on January 1, I will add a skunk bonus. There's no skunk bonus in this break. All right. This is only 8 hits. It's more of a high risk, high reward, but you know, the hollow of Kyler Murray goes for a decent amount, and I'm thinking of examining it closely for maybe grading that thing, because it's very hard. Optic is a little off center sometimes. If we pull a 1 of 1 on January 1, then I will throw $100 in the skunk bonus. I will make a skunk bonus for that break, and I'll put $100 in it. How's that sound? How much do I think the 3 Kylers I got are worth? I didn't look too closely at the comps, so I didn't see if they were best offer accepted or anything like that. So I can give you an estimation in a few minutes. Let me see here. Let me do a quick search and do it right. 2019 Optic Kyler Murray. And again, as we've seen over the past 3 years, it takes a while. Some of those rated rookies by themselves, look at what the Mahomes, look at what the Lamar Jackson go for, just for the base rated rookies. All right, they do a pretty good deal. So I'm trying to scroll down far enough here. I'm going to type in hollow.
Why are you behind me?
Yes. And I'm also wearing on the
That'll narrow down the search. That is a hollow auto. So 1 hollow Kyler Murray sold at auction for 105. Another one was accepted offer of 85. Another one went for 99. Another one went for 96. That's just the hollow. Another one went for 73. So they're kind of all over the place between $50 and $105. I would say fair market value on a hollow is hard to pinpoint right now, but I'll bet you if it was slabbed to BGS gem, it's going to go for more than 105.
You can't.
And then the 2 rated rookies are gravy. I could sit on them, or I could send them to PSA and try to get a 10.
Daddy.
The autographs are going for a sweet amount.
Daddy.
Yeah, I could do that. Let's see if we have any. He's probably a shorter printed one. 2019 best Bryant auto. That's the printing plate. That's numbered. That's base. It is an SP. So I see accepted offers between 50 and 65. So I would say value on that, Brian, is low end of the spectrum, like 45, high end of the spectrum, 80. Again, it's all how you're selling it, who you're selling it to. I always give you I didn't definitely make back more than 120 because I haven't sold it yet. But in my estimation, I would call that a win. Yeah. Cardinals were a win for me. So. And if there is an autograph one in there, that would be more than a win. That would be overkill. Yeah, if he stays healthy and he stays in the Cubs uniform. Otherwise, everyone's going to want the new one. You're going to go for the Cardinals in this one. So Cardinals, go to Yakov. So now we are 2 away from standby. Come on, somebody wants to grab a 3 spot. Nothing like a happy threesome on New Year's Eve. Wait a minute, that didn't come out right. All right. Again, we got the Ravens at 85, the Bills are 50, the Broncos are 95, the Lions are 45, the Eagles are 45. All right, Brian Dawkins, one of those names on there. I think he qualifies for at least the Eagles. I don't know if he qualifies for the Broncos too, does he? I don't remember how many years. It'd have to be parts of at least 3 seasons. Rams are 50. Buccaneers are 28. Redskins are 95. We had a nice hit with the Redskins yesterday. Will their luck carry over? Panthers are 75. Bears are 60. There are some definite Hall of Fame names for the Bears on that checklist for the footballs. And again, pretty much all year we've been pretty lucky with getting some nice David Montgomerys and Riley Ridleys. We had a nice one come out last night. I think it was, I forget whether it was to 75 or to 99. Texans are 35. Colts are 55. Again, either team that Peyton Manning played for. We know that one of the footballs is supposed to be a football favorites, and Peyton Manning's on that checklist. All right. They only made 200 of these. 100 of them were Hall of Famers. 50 of them were of the other 2 types. All right. Some names are probably repeated. So again, I'm estimating probably about 80 different subjects on the checklist. They said 75 plus. So I'm assuming 75 plus wouldn't be 98, you know. So I think there's a chance that you know, a greater chance than one would expect of hitting certain names off of those lists. Especially the Hall of Fame, they only give you 10 names, but there's 100 balls. All right? The current stars and the fan favorites, you have, I think, the better odds of hitting one of the names on the front. Moving down the list, Vikings are 50 and the Raiders are 75. Again, TriStar products are usually very Raiders friendly as well. So that's where we're at right now. Does anybody have anything for me? Again, we're just 2 away from standby now. I'd like to break earlier rather than later. I'd also like to push some of this Bowman. We have Bowman draft up. Keep your eyes open. I do plan on putting another Bowman's Best break up. I'm just not sure whether I'm going to split it in half, this other full case that I have, or if I'm just going to do it all in one shot like the last one. I thought the last one worked out nice. All right. So if we don't have anything else, then I guess that's a wrap for now. And we'll rip you a new one soon. So last call, anybody got anything else for me? Again, we have other breaks up on the board, but with Optic being so close, I want to get Optic knocked out, and then we'll work on getting the next one and the next one. And 365 breaks later, I'm hoping that it's still 2020, and we'll be giving away a ton of break credit at the end of the year. All right. One more time. Let's go over what is on the list here. Let's see. Waiting for the list to catch up to me here. So again, we got 6 boxes of Optic Hobby, 2 TriStar autograph footballs. Ravens are 85, Bills are 50, Broncos are 95, Lions are 45, Eagles are 45, Rams are 50, Buccaneers are 28, Redskins are 95, Panthers are 75, Bears are 60, Texans are 35, Colts are 55, Vikings are 50, Raiders are 75. And that's what we got on tap. All right, so if you have any questions, just hit me up on Messenger, and we'll look forward to ripping you a new one in a little bit. Take it easy.